Super Release Tournament in Tracy, California. We have Miguel and Brandon playing against each other in round 2 at the winner's table. And it looks like we have a pretty spicy matchup. We got Mecha Frieza versus Vados. So let's see how this goes. And the Vados looks really spicy. I mean, it has blue, yellow, and red in there. So let's see how this matchup goes. And we'll see what variant of Mecha Frieza Miguel is playing. I actually played against Miguel at the Fresno Crossroad Super Release about 2 weeks ago, and he was playing Turbo GT. So let's see if he switched it up or he's still sticking to it. Players are getting set up here for round 2. Earlier, we did say it was going to be a match between 2 different players, but we found out there was an error in the entry forms, so we had to do a repair for this round. And now everything is good to go. All right, so it looks like Miguel is playing green this time. So he might be playing the Mecha Veggies deck. The Mecha Veggies deck is a very strong deck. I personally used it twice in 2 Super Release tournaments and was fortunate to win both of them. It's very versatile. It gives you a lot of options to adjust according to any matchup. Although it does, in my opinion, struggle a little bit against Apes. Apes always gives me a tough matchup. But overall, against every other deck, you just have total control with your KOs, with the criticals, the field destruction. There's just so much you could do with Mecha Veggies. So we'll see how it pairs up against Vados. It is going to be very difficult for the Mecha Veggies, Miguel, to protect his Kaba because Vados is just going to swing straight into it. So without that Kaba, Miguel is going to lose access to that Sugesh KO combo, and that's a big part of the deck. So and Miguel goes down to 6 life now, playing his extra cards. We've got 2 Plant Vegetas going on, searching for either Sugesh or a Kale. And, oh, Kaba. That's right, he wants to play it. So I wonder if this is exactly what Brandon wants to see. He wants to see the Mecha Green play a Kaba, and then on Brandon's turn, just swing into the Kaba, and Miguel will have to waste cards protecting the Kaba. So I'm very interested in this matchup. There's a Kaba. Let's see if he puts in play a Khalifa. And there it is. Miguel will take a life, go down to 5. Get 1 step closer to awakening. And perfect, the Monaka card. Now Miguel can play Monaka, awaken, just swing and start getting that card advantage. So everything is looking good for Miguel at this moment. And he decides to swing. He knows Vados is going to swing into him anyway. So swinging, restanding 2, go down to 4 life, awaken. And this is the power of Mecha Veggies, just so versatile. Just when you think you're done with a turn, now you just have a whole new range of options. Miguel's going pretty aggressive. And Brandon will take it. From Brandon's perspective, he wants to take all these hits because the easier he awakens, the better it is for him. Vados struggles with awakening, so if Miguel puts him to 4 life, then that's perfect for Brandon. All right, so it looks like Miguel passed, and now Brandon is sitting at 5 life. He does play yellow, so he might play no opening Sun Goku, which lets him combo and take a life, giving him access to Awakening. So tap yellow, play Planet Vegeta. Let's see what he searches for. Sun Goten is very nice. So with Sun Goten, he could either kill the Khalifa or the Kaaba. He does have the 1 energy to play it this turn. So Vados could definitely swing and do some damage right here. Let's see what he is swinging to. It looks like he swung into Kaaba and played Sun Goten to get rid of the Khalifa. So Vados is at 20,000, and Miguel just responds back with the Goku Black Sugesh combo. Now he has access to tokens, and he's going to use those tokens to protect Kaaba as much as he can. So even though it uses a lot of resources from Miguel, the Vados attack, Miguel still defended against it, and he's in a pretty good spot. Miguel charging the Battering Laser. The Battering Laser is great in the mirror matchup, especially when Mecha Frieza is playing lots of flying Nimbuses. Excuse me. Battering Laser is great for that, but for other matchups, it's definitely kind of a dead card. Looks like Miguel might overwhelm into Power Overseeing Trunks and get back a Sugesh. And he's going to tap 1 yellow, 1 green and do just that. And of course he'll grab back the Sugesh. Lots of value right there. Brandon wants to see what else is in the overwhelm, in the warp area. Alright, so suddenly now Miguel on his 3rd turn has an Awakened Leader, a 15k body, a 20k double strike body, and he's going to start swinging, do some damage. I think it's best to swing with that Trunks first, get the opponent from 5 to 3, and then start doing damage the other way with your leader and Goku Black. And I think Miguel just swung with a token first. So Brandon just took the hit from the token, went down to 4 life. And now Brandon's going to Awaken against the Mecha Frieza attack. And Brandon's going to play Senzu Bean. He has 2 energy up, so he has access to all his cards and lots of combo power. So Miguel's going to try to do as much damage as he can, but Brandon will surely defend against all of it. You want to be careful as Mecha Frieza not to overextend and try to go all out and then be stopped by your opponent, and a single swing from your opponent ends the game. So Miguel is taking a little bit of a risk right here, going down to 3 life for playing Planet Vegeta. Grabs a Sugesh. Just always having access to that Sugesh in your hand. It's a great tool. And Miguel does play with the Explosive Spirit Son Goku, so playing Sugesh into that and protecting yourself from any swing is a really good tool to have. Alright. Miguel is going to swing with Power Overseeing Trunks to Vados leader. Now, if I was Miguel, you don't really need to combo here. There's no need to overextend. Gotta be careful. Because getting through 4 life is not very doable right here. So Miguel was going to Suggestion to KO. And he does. And he's going to pop his token. So he's attacking with a 30k body. And Brandon defending with the Goku super combo, as we call it. He gets to pay 1 energy, 10k power, and draw a card. It's kind of a pseudo super combo. Basically get to play with 8 super combos instead of 4. So Brandon has a very interesting deck. He's playing with green, yellow, red, blue, and black. He's playing the whole rainbow. All right, Brandon defending against that attack. And he defended against Kale. And now it's Brandon's turn. Brandon charges a green. He's got 1 of each energy right now. He's missing the red. Yeah, unfortunately, he can't play anything because all the cards in his hand require 2 green energy. So he's going to swing with Leader, see what he could get, see if he can make a play. If not, he'll just have to pass his turn. Miguel is in a very safe spot here. He has a large board, large hand. But he doesn't want to take the hit and go down to double strike range. So instead, he plays Flying Nimbus, discards a card. It's only 1 more battle card attack is coming down. But unfortunately, Brandon has no battle cards he can play. So he's going to just pass turn. Yeah, he has 2 Khalifas, require 2 green. Kaba requires 2 green. And you don't want to play those red cards. They are purely meant for combo time. So yeah, he's just going to pass turn. And now Miguel, even though he's at 2 life, he has a huge board. And he's going to do some damage right here. Charges a blue energy. So now he doesn't have to use his life to play another Senzu. He doesn't have to use life to play another Flying Nimbus because he has a yellow. Miguel is sitting in a very good spot. All right, Miguel swinging with Kale. Does he have 6 or less in his hand? No, he does not. He does have 6. Oh, no, he has 7. So he won't get the Kale draw, but he will swing with a critical. Miguel thinking if he wants to put any power into this. It's not a bad idea. 30,000 double strike critical. That definitely hurts. Brandon responding with a super combo, and he draws another super combo. Get those Vados winner stand. All right, 25-35, defends against it. And pretty much the best way possible, just 2 super combos. Hand size doesn't go down, and you protect against a big attack such as the double strike critical. All right, Miguel swinging with his leader now. And once again, Miguel, although he's in a good position, he doesn't need to overextend. So the only way he could lose this game is kind of if he makes himself lose, really. So Brandon takes that hit. He's at 3 life. He most likely can defend against all these attacks. And he defends against the Goku Black attack. And Miguel passes turn. So it comes down to this turn. I believe right here is where Brandon is going to try to make a push for game. If he wins, it'll be right here. He finally got the double green down, so now he has access to his Kabas, his Khalifas. You should probably want to play some Kaba instead of Khalifa here. And he's playing Scientist Fu, which is over Realm 7. And Miguel is deciding if he wants to respond to it. And Miguel does have a Bloodlust in his hand. And he does. Wait. Oh, there is a misplay. Brandon did not pay the energy. Brandon did not pay the energy for Scientist Fu. And then after Miguel played Bloodlust, he paid the energy with a green. So they're calling over a judge right now, talking it over. See what happens. I believe Brandon is arguing that when you overwhelm a card, you reveal it first, and then they activate Bloodlust, and then you pay the energy. But I believe that is incorrect. I believe you have to pay the energy first and reveal, and then your opponent decides if you want Bloodlust. So I believe the judge just let it go. Yeah, it was not going to change the game state anyway. I mean, unless Scientist Fu was paid with the yellow, of course. So we have a Bloodlusted Scientist Fu on the field. Does not have double strike, so Brandon's going to have to try to sneak in 2 attacks here, or try to sneak in a Furthering Destruction. Alright, Brandon is using another Goku Super Combo. Draws a card. Oh, nice. He gets a Senzu Bean to restand some energy. Extends his play. He's going to use that energy to play Furthering Destruction Champa. And he's going all in on this attack. He knows it can't be Suggestion to Explosive Goku. It's a safe bet. That's a lot of cards there. So let's see how much power he has. He's got 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70,000 combo power. And he's got Miguel's responding with a Suggestion to Khalifa. Takes the life. Get as many cards as he can in his hand. It is not looking great for Miguel. Plays Suggestion to Brawly. Pops the Fu. Combos with the Brawly. Combos with the Khalifas. But that does not look enough. 25, 35, 45. 55, 60. So Brandon takes. Yep, Brandon takes game 1. That was very interesting. It looked like Miguel had it, and then just on the backswing, Brandon won. And that's the trouble with Mecha Frieza. Sometimes you gotta be careful about when you take the life, especially after you're down to 4. Can't just be playing Flying Nemesis or Senzu Beans out of nowhere. You gotta be really, really mindful of the life you take. So Brandon is up 1-0 against Miguel. So we saw the Vados attack into Kaba play a little bit of a part in it. I don't think it was that critical. I think the super combos from Brandon really helped because it replenished his hand. And that's what hurt Miguel the most. As a Mecha Veggies player, the thing that really beats Mecha Veggies is overall value. When you constantly gain value and never go down in your hand size, that really hurts Mecha Veggies because Mecha Veggies plays with Sugesh, so they lose the draw power from there. And they have lots of extra cards. Flying Nimbus discards a card. So they don't have much value generators. Obviously, the Kavas and the Kales do, and the Goku Blacks help. But if you could play that game of outvaluing your opponent every turn, such as Brandon did with his super combos and his Goku combos, then you're eventually going to have this hand that's bigger than the Mecha Veggie's hand. And when Mecha Veggies either swings in or when they go down to 2 and you swing in, you're just going to have more value than them. So it's actually very tough. This is going to be a tough matchup for Miguel. He's going to have to side in some good value gainers and possibly not go down as fast as he did. I think the game plan for this matchup for Mecha Veggies is to just play Kale and just start picking away at your opponent. And Vados can't really swing into a Kale and do damage, so that will stop Vados.
Awesome. All right, so just want to give a really quick shout out again to Ultra Pro. Again, you saw the awesome mats that the players are playing on right now. We are going to be doing our first mat giveaway on stream after round 2. After this round, we'll give away the first mat, which will be the one that you see down there on the bottom, the Dragon Ball Super card game backs. And then after that, we will continue moving on. We'll probably give away the second mat, which is the All-Stars mat that you can see right there in the middle, a little later on down the road. Yeah, be sure to check them out at ultrapro.com or go to your nearest card shop and buy some Ultra Pro stuff. They make some high-quality gear, some awesome play mats, as you could see, and the little carrying case that you get with the play mats too. They're pretty awesome. And shout outs to World 8 Video Games. You can check them out at world-8.com for all your video game needs. And let's go ahead and see what's going on over here with these guys. I believe they are finishing up their side decking, if I'm not mistaken, looks like. Yeah, I think they're just about done. So we'll go ahead and jump right back into this.
All right, so we're going to go into game 2. They're siding in. Gotta be very careful what you play in. So it looks like Miguel was mainboarding Haru Harus and he's siding those out. Those are definitely useless against Vados. I think we have an issue with our round timer. We'll get that fixed so we can see how much time we have left on the round. But it seems we have about 40 minutes left on the round. That game didn't take too long. Yeah, as Mecha Veggies, you either lose fast or you win fast. But playing Mecha Veggies, I know something I struggled a lot with was knowing the right time, when to go down to 2 or 1 life. You gotta know when's the right time to use your life as a resource and when it's not. And once you get that down, it's a very strong deck that's very versatile. Swinging with Kales is probably the biggest priority and the biggest advantage to that deck. If you're not awakened and you're swinging with Kales, you're drawing, which is great. If you are awakened, then you can swing with your leader, draw, it's great. It's just, there's always a win-win situation that's giving you card advantage. But if you swing with lots of non-critical attacks and your opponent is also playing with a deck that gains lots of value, it's a big disadvantage to Mecha Veggies. So let's see how Mecha Veggies responds here. Looks like both Brandon and Miguel mulligan 3 back, or looks like Miguel kept 1 actually. All right, it looks like there's 34 minutes on the clock, and game 2 is just about starting up right now. Brandon is up 1-0 against Miguel. Vados, the rainbow deck, versus Mecha Veggies. I am pretty surprised that Brandon is playing with literally all 5 colors. And but it's also pretty interesting because the red cards that he's playing with, they're all combo-based cards, so he doesn't need the red energy. You know, whether it's his super combo with Vados or his Goku super combo, they're just combo cards and Furting Destruction. So Brandon's goal is to get green energy as fast as he can so he could play those Kabas and Khalifas. We saw in game 1 he struggled because he didn't have access to 2 green, and so he couldn't play anything and he had to pass turn. So we'll see how it goes this turn. Miguel playing a Trunks on his first turn, and I believe he got another Trunks from it. And we see Brandon has Haru-Harus now in his hand. We could assume that those were sided in. So Brandon plays a Bulma, draws a card. Once again, just lots of value gaining cards, and he's swinging to Trunks, got rid of Miguel's value. So every turn, Brandon is just increasing the value he gets, and Miguel is losing the value he gets. Miguel decides to pass turn, or yeah, he decides to pass turn. He doesn't choose to play the Kaba because he knows if he plays Kaba, then Vados is just going to swing into it and kill it. So it's a very interesting play. You sacrifice your optimal play to get draw power, but you deny your opponent also gaining value by destroying one of your cards. And Brandon just charged a green and passed turn. Once again, he needs the 2 green to play Kaba. There's also a promo shot to legends.tcg.com. All right, Miguel playing the Kaba here. Gets a Khalifa. Takes some life, gets going a little bit. Miguel didn't open up with any extra cards, so he's not awakened. He still has 8 life, so this is a slow start from Mecha. Usually, you know, by turn 2, the people are already awakened, but right now Miguel only has 7 life, and it looks like he has no extra cards in his hand either, so definitely a slow start for Miguel. And Miguel passes turn. Brandon gets the 2 green energy. There's Planet Vegeta. And gets Son Goten, just like he did in game 1. That's such a strong play right there. He gets to attack the Kaba and then combo to kill the Khalifa. Very, very powerful play. This Vados deck is looking pretty spicy, and it's looking really good, to be honest. And there we go, swing to Kaba, combo Goten, kill Khalifa. And Brandon's gonna combo a little extra just to make sure, because Kaba is such an integral part of the Mecha Veggies deck. You really want to make sure it's gone. So now, if you look, Brandon, I'm sorry, Miguel has 5 cards in his hand, and Brandon has about 6. So Brandon is definitely keeping up the value game. And Kaba whiffed. That's not good for Miguel either. We got Amir joining us right now. coming in.
Sorry about that intermission from round one. Lots of tournament responsibilities, Marcus.
Yeah.
But, hey, this is what we do. This is what we're about.
Exactly. Putting on a good event for the community. Just another tournament. 45 players here battling it out.
Yo, you
Just
see
a fun
this?
day.
You see young Brandon Winters over here with this Vados deck?
Dude, it's the Rainbow
Playing the
Vados
veggies.
deck.
He is doing it.
Yeah.
He is live.
He's killing it right now.
I didn't personally watch game one, but when I
Uh-huh.
seen the score, I was like, I need to go back to commentating because this is the type of game I can get behind and get excited on.
Yeah.
Miguel's doing pretty well. Miguel's out of Sacramento, not on any teams yet, but we definitely keep an eye on him.
Oh, yeah.
He play tests with us, so it's interesting to watch someone we deemed exceptional having a difficult time with Vados, but this Vados deck must be really powerful. It's showing
is.
showing what it can do. A good decision in the meta because it can run into apes directly and no questions asked. So,
Yeah, Brandon is also playing it very good. He's playing all 5 colors.
Brandon is also from Sacramento.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
They play at the same local.
Oh, okay. So they're both very familiar with each other.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I saw a Vados deck profile online, and it definitely does seem to be a strong deck against Mecha Apes as well. So it's very interesting to see if maybe we'll see more Vadoses in the meta, especially if it could do good against Mecha Veggies and Mecha Apes. That's a pretty powerful deck right there.
So it looks like Miguel's making a charge decision, huh? Or no, he already charged. Forgive me.
He's playing Goku Black, gain some value.
Goku Black the hard way.
Yeah,
Interesting. His hand must not be very potent right now.
yeah. Miguel didn't draw any extra cards, so he couldn't pop off at Mecha Frieza. And Vados is just turn by turn killing his battle cards. So Miguel's in a very, very tough spot.
Go ahead. You're going. You put me back. Go ahead. You're not live. What do you need to say?
No, that was. I needed to talk to him. That was.
Oh, okay.
All right, thank you. Okay.
Brandon played a Haru that he cited in. Perfect card against yellow. Play 3, restand 4. It always draws a Bloodlust. And if you don't have it, then you're just getting free energy back. It's a free 15k critical.
I think the only downside to the Haru is if somebody does cold bloodlust, losing
Yeah.
3 energy over that's pretty lame. But
Yeah.
when it does go off, you feel pretty rewarded. You're like, oh, free guy.
Yeah, definitely.
Sensu play.
Get the
brings
2
up
green
2
back.
green. Yep. So he's given the read for the Kaba.
And he plays the Kaba, gets some more value. I was telling the stream earlier, Amir, how every turn Brandon is gaining value by playing these value gainer cards or getting rid of Miguel's value cards like his Trunks or his tokens or his Kabas. So Brandon has a really unique deck that's doing a lot of work right now.
Oh, definitely. I'm very impressed with it. His plays are very fluid right now. He's making really good decisions. He's hitting the right energies, too. The fact that it's rainbow is really impressive.
Game 1, he struggled a little bit with the energies. But yeah, Game 2 is definitely going in his favor.
Here's my question. Does he actually cast anything for red, or is it just his his booster and his destructive
Furthering Destruction.
furthering
Chompa.
destruction chomp?
Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry, kind of always mess that name up.
Yeah, so he actually does not charge red because, yep, they're all combos. He plays with 4 destructive, I did it too now, Furthering Destruction Champa, and 4 Vados super combos,
Yeah.
and then the 4 Goku super combos. So that's the spice right there.
That is spice, to be honest.
Yeah.
And, I was talking to Kelly yesterday, not to blow up Kelly on the stream, but he's playing Mecha Apes, and I was like, how are you not playing the Goku? And then he showed me he was playing 3, and I was like, oh, okay. Put one more.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Game 1, those Goku super combos came in
Yeah.
pretty clutch.
Honestly, my favorite thing about the game right now is, like, you could put so many splashable cards into decks right now. There's so many like really potent cards. Like that Goku makes a huge difference. Like with the new Sun Goku leader, the Super Saiyan 3 that untaps at the end of the turn, those Gokus are your mad defense. Like the game's like in a super impressive state. Like the Mecha Veggies did make me depressed, but then after all the testing we've been finding other answers, and this Vados one was actually it's clever. I'll be honest, I never walked down the street yet. I never thought about Vados like this. So his mix is pretty good, and we'll be taking this to shop and seeing what we do about it.
Absolutely. Yeah, when the set first came out, Mecha Turbo GT and Mecha Veggies, they kind of took the meta by storm, but obviously, as we start playing, there are definitely ways to beat it. And even though Mecha is...
I felt that way since day one. I just feel like it's the one that can put the most pressure and do the most damage, and it cripples a player, and it will cripple his confidence at the same time.
There's the red Goku combo.
Komboku.
Yeah.
Komboku in the house. Oh, are we not getting a charge this turn? Stops at 5?
Oh, wow. It's Planet Vegeta.
I have so many like foil Planet Vegetas. I don't know how I got so lucky. I opened up 4 in my case.
Wow.
Yeah, this is a good case for that.
It's going to get another combo? Khalifa. Yeah, it's very interesting that Brandon is at 7 life and on his like 5th or 6th turn. And if usually that's the case where you're at 7 or 8 life, that means you have no hand because, you're not getting cards. But Brandon actually has a really nice sized hand because...
He's maintaining very well value.
Right, so he's playing it very good. His hand size is comparable to Miguel's, and Miguel is at 4 life.
See a Scientist Food, a couple of super combos, half super combo, and then the card in the middle has a glare, but I think it's a Kale. And a Nimbus?
So
6 cards, man. Those are 6 solid cards in his hand. I'm a little worried for my friend Miguel here.
The only downside is
got good hand, but
the Vados super combos are a little dead right now because it's not at 4 life. But that's what the Gokus are for.
Okay, so he attacked with leader. I'm assuming it's a leader because he's trying to go all face. And his leader was unawakened and it's still getting through for 20K with that combo.
Yep.
Let's see if he goes a little bit deeper down the rabbit hole.
Do you think
he's probably going to stop at 20K.
Do you think he's swinging to his leader or is it Khalifa? Khalifa's at 20.
It very well could be Kolfa, but it didn't look like he pointed, so I'm just waiting for a confirmation from them. But I mean, at the point that he's at, it wouldn't hurt to do the leader either. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
True too, right.
All face wouldn't. Yeah, exactly. He's gonna have to lose cards from his hand. He's, I mean, he'll defend either shot, but if you ask me, the Mecha leader is gonna have to take more cards to defend it.
Right.
But you were right. It was at the call file. I was mistaken.
Yeah, this is shaping up to be a very tough matchup for Miguel. Going into the matchup, you would think that, with Mecha Veggies, you could just play it safe, drop the Kales and just kind of grind it out, right? Because Vados, it can't awaken, it can't get card advantage. But not with this Vados deck. The Rainbow Vados deck is proving to be clutch.
First blue of the game for Miguel.
7 energy with Mecha
7
Veggies.
energy.
When does that happen?
If you ask me, I would not charge
I'm
anything
sorry, it looks like
after
it's
this.
6. That's 7. I can't count.
Oh, yeah, I see. It did look like 7 because the way
Yeah.
they're spread, but it's 6. Usually it's a good number to stop at.
Yeah, I agree. Miguel searching for Goku Black. Just get some value out of that card.
Definitely getting a lot of insight with this match. I'm seeing a lot of possibilities on strong plays of how you'd want to approach this matchup. And I'm sure Miguel's learning some of that now. And
Right. Ooh, very nice. So at first I thought, using that Sugesh was a little aggressive, but
he did it
wanted
for
the
the
tokens.
Kale.
Yeah,
Yes.
so that makes sense.
And that's what I was going to point out. I was thinking that's exactly what I was thinking he was going to do. He's figuring out what he needs to do, and he's going to amount some pressure. Now, why he didn't attack with Kale, I must have missed something.
Okay. Brandon is at 5 life right now. Oh, he didn't want to awaken, that's why.
Oh, got it.
Right.
Okay, the number is 5. So,
Right. Yeah, if Miguel awakened the Vados, when Vados attacks the KO, it'd be a 20k. So
yes.
don't want that. He wants to protect that KO for now. Miguel does have 2 Bloodlusts in hand, so he's protected from some battle cards. But the main threat is the Vados leader.
Well, if he hits that Kaba in the face, he's slowing his value down.
Yes.
So Miguel did tap out for the Bloodlust. It was the right decision. You don't want that Kaba to get you any more value. I'm going to start slowing things down a little bit on their side.
Yep. Does Brandon have 7 cards in his drop area? He could overwhelm the
It
Scientist
looks
Fu.
like there's a solid amount of cards.
Right, and Miguel did just use Bloodlust, so. There, he's tapping that 1 green energy. Play Scientist Fu. And Miguel now, if he wants Bloodlust, he has to take a life. It's a tough decision, but I feel like you gotta do it.
You definitely don't want to let him draw here.
Right, you're gonna let him draw 2 more cards.
And you don't want the threat of a double strike, especially
Right.
if you can't combo out of it,
Did-
potentially.
Did he just
speaking.
get another Bloodlust from
I
that
think
life?
the life was a
Oh,
Bloodlust
man,
card, but,
that's horrible. Poor Miguel, that's horrible.
Rest in pepperonis. All right, so we got an attack with the Scientist. Apparently it's directed at the leader, of course. Miguel's thinking if he wants to quote-unquote negate, but we can tell he doesn't have one, but it's not a big deal. It's part of the game, bluff.
Yeah. The thing is, if Miguel decides to defend against this, he's going to have to get rid of a lot of cards. It is a single strike, so it might be feasible to just take that single damage.
Now, this might be questionable because it's hard for me to tell, but is he actually at 3 life? right?
Yeah, he's at 3 life right now. And you know what's also very tough for Miguel right now is that if this damage goes through, and seeing the hand size of Brandon, which looks like a good amount, if Brandon swings with the leader and furthering destructions it, it's over. So Miguel can't take that damage. He has to stay at 3.
Okay, so he ended up pitching off 1 card from hand and a token plus the Goku Black.
That was a good play by Miguel.
So at this point, there's really not a need to charge, but
Right.
you know, we'll see what he does.
Brandon does have a very strong hand. He still has the 2 super combos and then a Goku super combo as well. So it's a tough situation for Miguel. As soon as you awaken that Vados, they're going to have access to their super combos.
I'm going to step up. I'm going to go check on the pairings, make sure the results are getting submitted. I'll be back.
Sounds good. Mecha Veggies having a tough time against the Vados deck, the Rainbow Vados. And Miguel decides to charge a Bloodlust. It is pretty much kind of a dead card anyway, but I'm not sure if I agree with that charge. He did go down in hand size, so he could draw with the Kale swing. And Brandon is going to negate the attack, which I am surprised. You kind of think Brandon wants to awaken. Maybe he's expecting the leader swing. Brandon did not discard for Flying Nimbus, so Miguel's still good to go for attacking with more battle cards. But Miguel does have a very small hand. Miguel tapping 2 to play Power Overseeing Trunks. Recycle back, most likely a Sugesh. It's a free 10k combo. Doesn't have anything to Sugesh with, so maybe Goku Black is a better choice. If you get the Goku Black, hard cast it, get the extra tokens, the extra value. And he does get Goku Black. No. He's getting Explosive Spirits on Goku. Explosive Spirit Son Goku is great against battle card attacks, but Brandon is pretty smart. He knows not to go all out on a battle card. You know, in game 1, when he went all out, it was with a leader card. So Brandon knows that the way to end this game is going to be with a leader swing and furthering destruction chomping it. So Brandon's going to try his hardest to get 1 damage done with the battle card and then swing with the leader to end game. Play Planet Vegeta. So he got the Sugesh, so now he does have access to the Sugesh into Explosive Spirit Goku combo. But Brandon knows that, so it's a pretty telegraphed play. You should expect that play and not go all in on a battle card attack. He goes swings with the Power Overseeing Trunks. Vados awakens and now has access to those super combos in hand. And just drew another Goku super combo. He's going to take it. He's in a good spot. Brandon, he has a Reese Coercion, so he's not afraid of another attack. He knows he's not going to lose here. He has too many cards in his hand. He could defend pretty much any attack. So Brandon's just going to go down as much as he wants, and then on his turn, just swing and try to end game. And Miguel passes turn. There's the Furthering Destruction. Brandon has 3 green cards. And he's gonna play. Let's see if a Kale drop comes in. I wouldn't be surprised if a Khalifa into Kale comes into play. Charges another green. There's the Khalifa. Go down to 1. Gets another Khalifa, which is a dead card at this point. Gets pretty much combo power. Now he's going to tap 3 to play KO. And he's got the whole Universe 6 package going on. Wipes the board of Miguel. And just Brandon's in such a good position right now. So he's going to swing with Khalifa. Try to deal that 1 damage. Brandon's goal right now is to do 1 damage. If he does 1 damage and swings with the leader, and Miguel doesn't negate that leader attack, it's pretty much over. So Brandon's trying to sneak in that 1 damage. Combos to 30k with 1 super combo. And it looks like that's about it. So Miguel does do the Sugestion explosive. Good play by Brandon for not using more than 1 super combo. Excuse me. And Miguel just kind of had to do that because he couldn't really defend against the 30k attack to begin with. Miguel's debating if he wants to block here. So now that Miguel used the Explosive Spirit Goku, Brandon knows he doesn't have it anymore. So both the battle card or the leader card can be a threat to Miguel with the Furthering Destruction. So it looks like Brandon combo to 25,000. And if you're Miguel right here, you got 1 block. So you're going to block the leader or the battle card from Kale. Most likely the Kale, because you don't have Explosive Spirit Goku anymore. So then the question is, can you defend against that Vados attack with an incoming Furthering Destruction Champa? If you can't, then you want to combo over here and then block the next attack. But regardless, such a tough situation for Miguel. He's going to be down to 1 or no cards in his hand. And Brandon has a lot of cards in his hand. It's not looking good for Miguel. Play Senzu Bean. And he combos over. So Miguel will get most likely 1 more turn. Unless Brandon plays a Khalifa. Brandon's thinking. Miguel checking the count for all the super combos, which Brandon plays with 8 basically in this deck. And Brandon's going to swing with leader. And he's swinging straight into Goku. Okay, so he's not swinging to the leader. Straight into Goku. Get rid of that blocker. And Vados is a 20k attacker because she does get 5,000 boost from her Awakened side when attacking battle cards. And there's the Goku super combo. She's now 30. Oh, and drew another super combo. And Goku will get KO'd. Now Brandon swings with the Kale. Just try to do a single damage. He's going for 2, surprisingly. I don't think Brandon could end the game this turn, regardless. So I'm not sure why he would combo to 2 with the Furthering Destruction. He would just get rid of the 2 cards, not give Mecha Frieza access to playing an extra card for life. And now it's Miguel's turn. Brandon is at 1 life. Can Miguel do it with just 3 cards in his hand? And one of them is a Khalifa. Miguel is in a very tough spot, and he knows it. So tap to play the Kava. Try to get either a Kale just to get some extra cards. So now he could at least, I'm not sure if he has 2 green in his energy area, can't really see, but playing the Kale just to swing, it's kind of like his last line of plays. Doesn't look like he has 2 green, so he can't play the Kale. This is gonna be it. He draws another Khalifa. And Miguel plays, Brandon plays Flying Nimbus, discards the yellow. So only 1 more battle card attack. Did he have 2 green? I don't think he had 2 green. But regardless, Brandon has the coercion. That is pretty much game. Oh, he doesn't need the 2 green because, yeah, Kaba reduces the specified cost as well by 1. That's right. So Miguel did get a Sugesh, but it's not going to be enough. Brandon constantly playing those value gainers. Even has a Prince Vegeta grade 8. Wow. That's game. Brandon takes it. 2-0. Wow, that was really tough. I don't think Miguel had any outs in that game. It was a very tough game plan. The Vados deck, though, it's pretty amazing. Brandon played it very, very well. He obviously knows how to pilot his deck with all 5 colors. The Rainbow Vados doing some work. Yeah, every turn gaining those values is definitely the weakness of Mecha Veggies, and Brandon did it perfect. Whether he was stalled out, he had a big hand. Whether he was awakened fast, he had a big hand. And just lots of value on the board all the time. Vados was really amazing. It's kind of an eye-opener, really. If Vados can do good against both Mecha Veggies and Mecha Apes, might get back some sort of triangle meta. We'll see how it goes. So it looks like players are finishing up round 2.
Yes, round 2 is finishing up. So we are going to do some ad rolls and some ad videos real fast. And while we're doing that, chat, if you guys would like to get ready for the raffle. In order to be a part of the raffle, in the chat, in the stream, for those of you watching live, you will need to be in the chat. We can't see the viewers, especially those of you who are anonymous. So You'll need to log into Twitch. If you have your phone, just get the Twitch app. You can just go straight to the chat. You don't even need to be watching the video. And then you will use the command !raffle1, the number 1, and that will get you 1 entry into the raffle. I have it set to where the maximum number of tickets is 1, so don't try and get any more tickets than that. It's not going to work. And then we will be raffling off that first. Yep, there it is right there. That first mat.
Ultra Pro. New Ultra Pro mats.
Yes.
Very
All
nice.
right, raffle close time. We'll go ahead and give this 5 minutes. Oh, hold on, guys. It hasn't started yet. I already see a whole bunch of raffle 1s going up. Okay. Let me go ahead and start this raffle. So that way you guys can. There you go. All right, and then let me start this timer. Now you guys can go ahead and enter. Yeah, there's no Zenny, so you guys can just usually I have like there's a little betting game in here.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
And so oh, rip. No one's getting entered.
Uh-oh.
I think they do need a ticket cost. Hold on, guys. Hold on, guys. So we're going to go ahead and do this. Ticket cost 1. And let me go ahead and give everybody 2 Zenny. There we go. Hey, everybody has 2 Zenny now. All right, let's try this again. Start. All right, go ahead. So chat, go ahead and use the command !raffle1. And you will get 1 ticket to enter. All of you guys should have Zenny now, so you guys can quote-unquote purchase the tickets with Zenny. Yeah, okay, that's what happened. They all need the Zenny.
When is the drawing going to happen?
Hopefully everybody has Zenny. Remember, it's !ticket 1. Ticket. I see a lot of people putting !raffle 1. It's ticket. !ticket 1. Ticket, guys. There's 2 people entered because they... Oh, some people don't have Zenny. Let me add some more Zenny to the peoples. There you guys go. Okay, so only 2 people are entered right now.
Yeah, come on in. We got Thomas Beasy here.
Okay, Blank, you are entered. TJM, you're entered.
Put the headset on.
What have you been commentating on the game? How long has the game been over?
It's going good, yeah. We just saw a really cool Vados versus Mecha Veggies game.
That's
Yeah,
weird. Why
the
is it not
Vados
mentioned?
deck was really spicy. I mean,
How'd it do?
it won 2-0 against Mecha Veggies.
Whoa.
And it wasn't even close, to be honest. I mean, Miguel, who plays Mecha Veggies, he's a pretty experienced
Miguel?
player. Yeah, it was
Oh,
Miguel.
wow.
So he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
And he couldn't do anything. Vados
Jeez,
just...
yeah, no, Miguel took $10 from me last night.
Yeah.
playing. So
How about you? How are your
I'm
matches going?
2-0. I haven't lost a game yet.
Nice.
But 2 veggies. One was actually one of your teammates. First
Right,
round.
yeah. Play against Gil.
I drew the nut game 1, and then game 2 I drew all the
Yeah.
my whole board basically. So that was what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Then the last game, apparently the guy said he didn't have the whole package, the whole veggie package.
Oh, wow.
So he was saying maybe with a little bit of a handicap.
I see. They are expensive.
And yeah. And I just played safe, and I think my teammate Steve was watching, and if he went all in on his Trunks play, his last, so he had a Trunks, he was swinging with his double strike Trunks, the overseeing power, whatever the name is. And then I think he would put Shugesh, and then Shugesh some dude into a play that he was going to attack with, and then left the Trunks at 30. And then I only had Kale in hand, so I dropped the Kale, pumped up, and killed the other attacker, and he was tapped out.
Oh, man.
So, but if he would have put it all onto the Trunks,
Right.
because he had a Bloodlust in hand. Well, his thing was he tapped a yellow mana instead of a green mana that he wasn't going to use. He didn't leave the yellow
Right.
mana open, and I only had 1 Shugesh, so
I see.
he would have Bloodlust his Shugesh, and then I wouldn't have been able to combo out if he
Right.
would have done it. But those are the gambles you take right now.
Yeah.
Is with if you're not attacking with a guy with barrier, if you go all in, you can get beat by 2
Explosive,
cards. So,
Spirit Goku, yep. You gotta
or
be
even
always,
Brawly if it's one guy too.
right,
so,
yeah. So you always have to be wary of that.
Yeah.
And we saw that in Brandon versus Miguel as
And
well.
you're not always safe to with 2 guys. I'll show you why. I'm main decking. I should sideboard. Damn. Good thing I came on stream. Main decking some full power Vegeta.
Oh, wow.
So if they're like sometimes people will like when you negate their leader attack, they'll attack with like their combo to get their combo off. Or like if you negate if they have like, I mean, I guess it doesn't matter that much in that scenario. They'll probably still be able to go off the attacker, but like it's been really good when people think they're super safe, just like sticking their combo with a trunk set. And
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to do, one of each. Yeah, yeah.
Let me decide.
Yeah, definitely decide. So as a Mecha Veggies player, what are some decks that you struggle against or you don't want to see here today?
I don't really struggle against anything
Really?
so far.
Oh, man.
Thanks for coming out, Intricate Gaming. Hey, you guys see the logo? You can't see it, but that's Intricate Gaming.
There's the light.
Yeah,
Yeah, check us out on
Thomas.
Facebook. We have our website.
Yep.
Decks I'm not trying to see. Honestly, the mirror, just because it's like, did I draw
coin
more
toss.
Shugashes?
Yeah.
It's kind. There's definitely a lot of skill that plays into it, but at the end of the day, it's like how many times did I use Shugash? How many times did you use Shugash? How many times did I use like Kale?
Right.
And were you able to stick your combos or not?
Right. So if you guys don't know, Thomas, you came from Minnesota, right?
Yeah, I flew out from Minnesota.
Yeah, all the way from Minnesota.
Cheap flight. I have friends and family out here, so
Yeah.
I utilize that. But yeah.
And you've known the people here in this scene for a very long time.
Yeah.
All the way back to Naruto days.
Yeah, friends from Naruto. I played
Yeah.
Naruto since I'm like 13 onwards. I've been playing cards for like a decade. So it's fun seeing all of the conglomerate. It's the melting pot of all these card
Right.
games. It's DBS. It's you
Yeah.
have all the OG Naruto players that came out of the
Yeah.
woodworks, kinda.
Yeah.
You have a couple of Force of Will players you see every once in a while that are not jumping from that dead game. And then, I played Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh, but not at a serious level, really.
Right.
And then Panini DBZ. You have those guys, too.
Yeah.
So it's a bunch of cool group of guys, and I really like the game so far. And this event's awesome. I'm having a lot of fun. This stream's pretty sick so far.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch some of it because Hot Vados. Geez,
I know,
what the
yeah.
hell.
It was cool. You got to see it.
But yeah, been
So-
having a good time. How's the stream? What's the viewership like?
I'm not sure. I don't see the numbers.
Right now we're at about we're at 25 right now.
Okay,
Everyone's
cool.
entering the raffle. Yeah, make sure it's exclamation ticket space 1, guys. We figured it out. People weren't being entered because they would put ticket 1 instead of ticket space 1.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, exclamation point ticket space 1, guys.
Cool.
So we have 6 people entered, 8 people entered right now in the raffle. So we'll go ahead and we'll roll some ads right now while people are entering. So as they're entering, we can get this stuff going. So shout outs to World 8 Video Games. That is our home station, I guess, or our home away from home is where we're at. They're down in LA. They're actually in Koreatown. You can check them out at world-8.com if you need anything video game related. They've got plushies, figures, all that stuff. So yeah, check them out, world-8.com. They have everything. Also, big shout out to Ultra Pro. They are responsible for the mats you guys are currently entering in for the raffle. As you can see right there at the bottom right, that bottom mat is going to be the first mat we are giving away, the Dragon Ball Super, the Dragon Balls. And then the next mat is the All-Stars, the one in the middle, and then the final mat would be the Goku up on top. So for those of you guys who do end up winning a mat today, be sure to stop by your local card shop or go online, get the matching card box and the card sleeves. You know, you can have the entire set. Also, shout outs to Hitbox, the one of the stream sponsors. You can check them out at hitboxarcade.com if you play fighting games. It's a great way to play, or if you play any other games. I've heard people using these for side-scrolling games and other stuff. I know, I think people have been using a couple for speedruns. I'm not entirely sure. Don't quote me on that. And finally, be sure to check out Hot Cocoa by the Fire, a different kind of gaming podcast. You can check them out at hotcocoa.com or all their social media, which is Hot Cocoa. They will be doing a new podcast here pretty soon. So, yeah. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to go ahead and roll the ad video. One more time, guys. If you guys would like to enter to win one of the mats, be sure to use the command !ticket space1. Very important that you have that space, okay? I'm going to give you guys some more Zenny for those of you guys who are just tuning in. So, yeah, !ticket space1. We have 11 entrants right now. So go ahead and hold this ad video real fast, guys, and we will be right back in about 2 minutes.
What is your wish?
Oh, mighty Shenron, I wish I was a real boy.
Your wish is granted.
Oh, what?
World 8.
Hey, Em, what did Ken say to Dalcine when he asked if he could borrow $5? Sure you can. Hey, how did Sagat cure Ryu from the measles? He gave him a tiger shot. Hey, what was the last thing your dad said before he abandoned your family when you were a child? Bye, son.
World 8. World 8.
You're on, Donkey Kong. Let's race. I win.
World 8.
Hey, Scorpion. You're my best friend.
World 8.
Get over here!
Hey, Scorpion, what's up?
Hey, can I borrow $5?
World 8.
Hey, guys. X here. Come on down to World 8 where you can find all sorts of great Mega Man stuff. Like board games, pint glasses, headphones, figures, and games.
World 8.